What's up, everybody? It's Thegoal60 here for Friday, May the 3rd, 2019. So we have got a ton of games to talk about. We've only got one unofficial, two games that didn't make anything, and a ton of every system, even two revenge games going this weekend. So it's going to be a big weekend for us. Let's get into all of that now. So like I said, we got a lot of stuff to get through. I'll go over everything at the end of the video. Try to edit it in. If not, I'll recap it, just saying it out loud. Maybe put it in the description below. But with that said, let's do the two revenge games first. The first one is Seattle at Cleveland. Seattle is the one we're looking at here with the revenge. We had them the first time these two teams played, and it was a loss. So hopefully we can revenge that this time. They are still ahead in the RPI by 3 points. Now remember, with RPI on revenge, you need to be at least within 15 points if you're below the team you're going against, or any amount above. Does not matter above. So Seattle at .506 versus Cleveland at .503. You look at the prices. Cleveland has got Bieber, or ever how you want to pronounce that name, is going today. He's a really good pitcher, and therefore they're the favorite at home. But we're looking for the run line. We're looking at the underdog here, an underdog situation. The run line is minus 150. Perfect for us. We're taking Seattle on the run line, minus 150 for our first play of the weekend, and it's on revenge. The second revenge play is Kansas City and Detroit. Kansas City is at .471. Detroit's at .480. It's only 9 points below, so therefore it fits within that 15-point parameter. You look at the same situation. They're on the road. They're the underdog. A little bit higher price at minus 155. Not too much, though. It fits in everything we need. And so therefore we're taking Kansas City on the run line, minus 155. Those are the two revenge plays. Now let's jump into the RPI system where we have a lot of plays. So like I said, there's outside of 2-game series and the 1 4-game series that started yesterday, there was 11 other series, including 1 4-game series that's starting up today with San Francisco and Cincinnati. It goes through Monday. So we look at everything. There's 2 series that did not make it due to RPI. One of those being that San Francisco and Cincinnati game. Didn't even make it unofficial because the RPI was too close. It was only a 6-point difference. The other was Washington and Philly. Washington's only 6 points below Philadelphia there, so neither one of those games made it at all. Not even on the I can't even think, unofficial plays. So with that said, let's jump in. We've got 8 total official plays going this weekend. Now I don't know, I can't remember a time we've had 8 total plays going at one time, starting on the same day. We've had 6 before, and that was that crazy weekend. So it was. Hopefully we get a little bit better result on Friday from this weekend than we did that one. Either way, let's jump in. The first one is Minnesota and the Yankees. Minnesota's at .542. The Yankees are at .488. You look at Minnesota, same thing going on there as it was in the 2 revenge games. It's a away game, away team that we're looking at. They're the underdog to a big public team. Run line minus 150. We're jumping on it. Next up, we got Oakland, who is in the bottom 3 at .452. They've been on a skid here lately, versus Pittsburgh at .509. You look at Pittsburgh, they're minus 117. That's the direction we're going. Toronto and Texas. Toronto is at .482. Texas is at .504. Toronto played been playing late games this week against the Angels. Hopefully they travel to, Dallas, Fort Worth area, and can't get anything done and lose to Texas. It'll be great for us at minus 145 on the Rangers. Arizona at .546 versus Colorado at .487. Look at Arizona, they're minus 115. It's almost a pick 'em there. We'll take it. Atlanta is at .498, going up against the divisional rival here with Miami in the bottom 3 at .439. You look at Atlanta, they're minus 155 to win it outright. We're going to take them there. St. Louis is in the top 3 at .557 versus the Cubs. This is a big-time rival here. Cubs are at .533. We look at St. Louis, they're only minus 121, so they're hovering around that close to being a pick 'em down there at the bottom. We'll take the St. Louis in this series. Next up, we got the Dodgers in the top three at .548 against the Padres at .527. Minus 157 for the Dodgers. Kershaw is going today, so hopefully this will be the highest price of the series. I think it will. He's still got that big name behind him. I know he hadn't been playing this entire season, but people still lean towards Kershaw on those names. And if he's on at 157, I feel pretty decent about the prices throughout the series. And then lastly, we got the Mets and Milwaukee. Milwaukee's in the top three here. The Mets are at .502, Milwaukee at .550. You look at the Brewers, they're minus 120. Thor played yesterday against the Reds, had an absolute dominant game, pitching as well as hitting. He was the only run scored. He had a home run and then pitched a shutout. Had a great day. You know, maybe he should only throw on Thursdays. They like to joke about being Thor's Day. Maybe they should only put him in the rotation once a week on Thursdays, because it definitely worked. He was on fire yesterday on both sides of the ball. That's everything for RPI. Like I said, I'll try to, put it in at the end of the clip, maybe, if I can get enough in edited. But probably look for it in the description below, since there are so many games, and be a little bit easier therefore. That way you don't have to keep watching the video over and over. You can just look in the description once you've went through it, and boom, there it is. As far as over-under system, we'll jump into that next. We did have a play yesterday. I couldn't do a video. I was traveling for work, and but I'm back now, obviously, and I'll talk about it, plus everything that started up today coming up. All right, so yesterday, like I said, Boston and the White Sox did start up. The series yesterday was a 4-game series. It was the only 4-game series that started on Thursday, and I couldn't make a video, and honestly was leaving so early that I didn't really get to look at the numbers or anything. Ended up, it would have been a play. I'm not including it in our record. I'm just saying, letting you guys know that we did get a win there in the first day of a 4-game series, which is solid. As far as today starting up, there are 11 total series that either were not 2-game series. If it was a 3-game series, remember, we look at if they're coming off of a divisional game. If they were either team coming off a divisional game the series before, they don't count for this system for whatever reason. That's just something I picked up on during the off season. We also had 2 games that did not make it because they were looking to be over and the lines were too high. The first one being in Toronto and Texas, it was a 2.5 combined, but it's over 9.5. That's the cutoff there, and so I eliminated it. The other one is Arizona and Colorado. It's at Colorado. Now that is looking at an over, and it's 11. I understand that at Colorado you're going to have high totals, so I'm going to keep a note on that one. I eliminated it for this series because we're in testing phase right now, but I just wanted to, note it, because I know out there you're going to get some high totals just because of the situation. With that said, let's jump in the others. We got the 4-game series that's starting up today. It's San Francisco and Cincinnati. San Francisco is at .08. Cincinnati is at negative .94. That's a negative .86. Look at the under here. It's 8.5. It's a good number. So hopefully they can be like a 1-0 game again today for Cincinnati. It'd be great for us. They've had 2 back-to-back. Hopefully they continue that. Atlanta and Miami. Atlanta at .98. Miami at negative .48. That's obviously a 0.5. We're looking at the under 8 there. Next up, we got Washington and Philly. Washington's at 1.44. Philadelphia is at 0.48. You look at the total, that's 1.92. You look at the over, it's 9. It's right on the edge there, but we're going with it over 9. Oakland and Pittsburgh, 1.41 for Oakland, negative .37 for Pittsburgh. 1.04 is the total. You're looking at over at 7.5. I like that number. Hopefully they can score us 8 here. Tampa Bay and Baltimore. Tampa Bay is at .75. Baltimore at 1.66. You combine those, that's 2.41. You're looking at the over. Once again, it's right on the edge. It's 9. Looking at taking over 9. Seattle and Cleveland. This is one of our revenge plays. Seattle is 2.46. Cleveland is 0. Dead on 0. So the line makers have hit Cleveland overall, not saying every single game obviously, but overall have been very on Cleveland in totals. They have come out to where you know, that roller coaster of going above and below your totals, and then they end up 0 after in a 4-week stretch. They've picked up on them pretty good. Either way, you're looking at the over here because the 0 is, you know, it's not enough to push us down. Seattle being 2.46, you're looking at over 8. Next up, the other revenge games, KC and Detroit. KC's at 0.85, Detroit's at 0.73. Combine those, it's 1.58. You look at the over 8.5 is what we're going with. And last, we got Minnesota and New York. Both of these teams, 1.65. That's a 3.3. You look at over at 7.5, going there. The two revenge plays, I'm going to keep note of those as well. I don't know how this comes out. You know, if a team's in revenge, do they play more defense? Are they looking to slow the game down? I don't know. We're going to keep up with it, see what happens here, and continue moving forward with this thing. But it's been very solid this first week that we've been going with it, you know, in the testing phase. Hopefully, if it continues this for a few more weeks, we can bring this live and be playing it. With that said, that's everything I got today. I really appreciate you all taking your time to watch this. Follow Fader Pass, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks and good luck.
60% of the time, it works every time.